Hey everyone, it's Xant. Sokai time is already upon us as Halloween approaches, and hopefully your Haro savings don't get spooked during your rolls. Huh. As always, Sokai banners are limited, meaning you can't pick up these parts with 4-star pick tickets later, so if either of these suits is tickling the pickle, roll when it goes live, or wait until whenever for a revival. Now let's get crackin'. Opening with our Gacha suits, we'll start with the High New. We already have 3 variants of the suit in the game. We have the New Ver Ka, and the High New Heavy Weapon System, HWS. Thus, I won't go into a ton of detail on it, since I've talked about it at least twice now. The suit was originally shown off in Beltorchica's Children, and got another showing in Gunpla Builder's Beginning G, at least the specific variant of it. Now, the weapons. The High New has a Vulcan turret set, a machine gun built into the right forearm, 3 beam sabers. Now, instead of the normal purplish pink glow, these actually have blue beams on them. 1 beam saber is stored in the left forearm, and 2 are in the funnel racks. Those 2 can actually also emit a blade from the bottom of the hilt. It has 6 fin funnels, 1 beam rifle, 1 new hyper bazooka, 1 Hyper Mega Bazooka launcher. Now this requires the suit to have a connection to a warship's power supply, and that's because it has an insane power requirement to fire off a shot. And of course, 1 shield. Nothing terribly fancy on this suit, but hopefully we'll see a big beam cutscene with that Hyper Mega Bazooka launcher, or maybe the fins will have a power. I guess we'll see. On to our other Gacha suit this week. It's a brand new Xeon suit, well, at least to GBGW, the Nightingale. Before you ask, yes, this might as well be classified as a mobile armor, in canon. It's bigger than the Penelope by a significant amount, and it dwarfs most other suits, in relativity. I wonder if it'll actually be oversized in-game, or if it'll be super scaled down to fit the existing skeletons. Anyways, it's a Psycho-Frame-equipped suit, and it was Char's signature suit from Beltorchica's Children. It's a reimagining of the Sazabi, much like how the High New was for the original New. It's designed to excel when paired with Char and his fighting style, so the Nightingale is fast, powerful, and obviously painted red. As for weapons, well, like I said, it's powerful. The Nightingale has 2 beam sabers, 10 funnels, 1 mega beam rifle, and this can fire 3 different types of beam. A standard shot, a high output shot, which is equivalent to a mega bazooka, and a scatter shot, kinda like a grape shot or shotgun. It has 1 shield, 3 micro missiles can actually be mounted on the bottom, along with a beam tomahawk. Now, the shield is actually made out of Gundarium, which is atypical for mobile suit shields, so it's very durable. It has a Vulcan cannon set, not to be mistaken for a turret set, and a beam cannon. This is mounted in the center of the chest, hidden behind the armor. I might actually roll on this if it's oversized. I don't have enough Haro for this. Our welfare this week is the Shin Matsunaga Custom Zaku 2 High Mobility type. Quite the mouthful. One of the nigh unlimited variations of the Zaku 2, this machine shows up in MSV and encounters in space. There isn't a ton on the history of this suit, and it's just a linear upgrade to the previous Zaku 2 model, but it boasts a streamlined refueling system in the legs and back, which means it has a longer operation time than prior models, and obviously it has a bunch of under-the-hood improvements. It's considered to be an ace suit, as rookie pilots found it too difficult to pilot. This machine never got mass-produced, and only 56 made it off the assembly line. All were highly demanded by ace pilots, and were handed out to them. As for the whole Shin Matsunaga custom bit, it's painted white. Now, the weapons. Like most Zaku 2s, this one comes with a shoulder shield, a machine gun, and a heat hawk. Now, it also has a handful of optional equipment. This includes a Zaku Bazooka, which is a portable anti-ship weapon, a giant bazooka, see above. It's the same one that the Doms use, so, it gets around on the field. Another machine gun. Now, this is a smaller caliber, 90mm versus the 120mm, which is the main one you'd see on a Zaku. It was created under the Xeon United Maintenance Plan, so it can easily be replenished, fixed, and all that. and 4 cracker grenades. It's a grenade. When it blows up, it actually fires off smaller sections that actually contain the payload. It's designed to spread over an area. More mono-eye though? I'll take it regardless of whether it's just a Zaku 2 or not. Can never have enough options for those. Now, onto our pilots, and since it's a Sokai, I should open with the pilot of our welfare, Shin Matsunaga. He was given his ace title after being field promoted to commanding officer by his dying-at-the-time CO. With his newfound status, he had his suit's head and left shoulder painted white, and coupled with his penchant for close-quarters combat, he obtained the moniker the White Wolf. And that's where our event name comes from. The one-eye bit is because the Zaku is a mono-eye. Haha, get it? Over the course of Shin's career, he wasn't one to slouch. Bodyguard of the Army's Admiral? Check. Destroyed over 140 enemy mobile suits? Check. Downed an enemy battleship? Check times 6. Seriously, the fact he's a 3-star and a welfare at the same time is kind of a shame. Though I assume the fact he's only had an appearance proper in Mobile Suit Variations and Gundam Evolved played a part in that. Now, onto the Gacha pilots. We'll hit up Gilboa Xant, a Neo-Zeon pilot from Gundam Unicorn. Unfortunately, his combat history isn't very well documented, but he participated in a good amount of operations performed by the sleeves in his Guerra Zulu. He at least went out with a bang, sacrificing himself to save full frontal from a beam shot fired by the Unicorn. Our other pilot this week is Graham Aker. I talked about him when the Susanoo hit us during a Sokai. That was end of January? But as I did a brief overview then, I think I should go a bit more in-depth now. Coming from Gundam 00, Graham is considered one of, if not the best mobile suit pilot on Earth. He found himself haunted by guilt as he was directly responsible for killing his former superior, Slag Sletcher, during a combat test to determine the Union's next mass production suit. A double guilt because he found out Slag only piloted the rival suit to pay for his daughter's medical fees. Ouch. Graham became obsessed with the Gundams after seeing Exia ruin the AEU Enact's debut exhibition and wanted to best it in combat as he saw it a challenge unlike he had ever seen before. He got his wish and began chasing the Gundams for the entirety of Season 1, only to finally defeat the Exia in combat at the end. But not really, obviously. Season 2 is where Mr. Bushido comes in. Frankly, Graham is an amazing pilot, being able to fight the Gundams to a standstill, if not getting an advantage over them, while being in a highly inferior suit, and his dogged persistence in chasing and defeating them helped to polish his skills as no other military on Earth could. He lucked out on a great whetstone. And there we go, Sokai in a nutshell. God, I hope the Nightingale isn't too enticing. I'm still a pauper after the Strike Freedom. Anyways, peace out guys, and I'll see you in a few days for the impression stream.